around 11 o'clock.
So, haha, that means it's time for Saturday Rad Chat with Rad Mom. Here out in the backyard today. And we are playing with the fire pit. There it is. Yeah. I had something going a little while ago, but I had to stop because I realized I had not put on my eyelashes. Oh, but I did find something to cover up the red and the purple and the random stuff. Henna. I cannot believe it took me this long to get there. Oh my goodness. Speaking as somebody who has known a lot of hippies, I cannot believe that it took me that long to get to henna. I forgot that it came in brown. Duh. Alright? Oh, and I forgot to change out of my dirty sweater. Oh my gosh. I'm a mess today. I had trouble sleeping last night. I'm so sorry. It's been a time. I hope everybody this morning finds everyone out there well. Wherever y'all at. Perhaps you came by at 11:02 and saw I wasn't here and skittered away. Which, patience? I hear it's a virtue. I'm working on that myself, We all, struggle. And it was so sunny and beautiful the last 2 days, and so of course today that I'm filming, it's gray. Overcast and chilly. So I'm stuck wearing a sweater. Regardless, I was gonna not wear the dirty one though. Yeah. I was gonna not wear the dirty one. There's a lovely view of our backyard. What up, Mary? How you doing? Happy Saturday. I was just about to change into a clean sweater. Doesn't that sound thrilling? Figure we'll play with the fire pit today. That's what I've been doing all night, too, because I barely slept. For no particular reason. I'm not like super stressed about anything. I think it's actually the opposite of that. I was just like vegging out. Kind of like you do in front of the television, but breaking sticks. And like, here's a quandary for you, right? Because fire has been, humankind's best friend for a long time. Move to my computer. Ah, okay. That's weird. No, but so we as humans have known about fire and used it for a very long time, right? And it's kind of instinctive to us at this point. So it's very strange to like build up this nice little fire and then let it die so that I can go to bed. That seems backwards. You build it up and go to bed, like that's what the instinct is. I don't know. And so that's why I don't know. It's a stupid cycle where I just end up playing with it all night. Yeah, right. I'm gonna change my sweater. Ooh. Hey, Philological, how you doing? Not bad, not bad. I am like brain dead though because I was up sitting in front of the fire all night last night. Kind of like in front of the television. Where is it? Oh, that's the wheelbarrow. There we are. Glad to hear that you were good. I had this going a minute ago because I came out here and it was still smoldering and like. So obviously you have to try and get it going again, right? Have you seen Jesse Gender put out a new video? I haven't even watched it yet, but the title is so stupid. What is it? Because I thought my internet was out for 2 days. The router was unplugged. Girl, troubleshooting. Troubleshooting. All you gotta do is trace that connection from one end to the other. That's what that is. The myth of male socialization. Jesse Gender being stupid to say it ain't so. Oh yeah. And that's what I thought. That's what I thought you were gonna say. That is a fucking stupid title, and I was thinking that too when I was looking over my husband's shoulder because he's in there watching it right now. Uh, because boy does his homework, and I did not. Because I took one look at Jesse Gender this week, you ladies, and I just went, and like my eyes are all back in my head, and I just started spitting rage. I don't know. I it would be so much easier to make fun of them if they were not fucking up everything. You know? R.I.P. your husband's brain cells. Yeah. No, he's tough though. He's a tough cookie, you know. I just noticed that I didn't recognize that title, and I was like, is that a new one? But I didn't say anything. Nice. Nice. I'll see you, honey. Dang. Ooh, we should go check the strawberry patch, right? Before we sit down and do anything with this stupid fire pit. I guess it still looks kind of reddish purple in the light. That's fine. That's fine. It was just kind of magenta highlights like all through it because of stuff I tried to do. Long story short. Long, boring story short. I swear it's boring. But it ended up way too purple for my comfort level. So hooray for henna. And I could not believe it took me that long to get to henna. Like, duh. Okay. So, yeah, strawberries. Thank you. Hair color stories are never boring. All right. I mean, it's molecular stuff. Like, apparently, and I learned this years ago when I tried to bleach it because I was 20-something and dumb, I guess. I don't know. Well, sometimes I tell people stuff like this and their eyes just glaze over. You know how it is. If you like science, then you know that. Because you probably often find yourself talking about it and realize the other person is like, it literally happened to me yesterday with this. But, yeah, apparently red is the largest color molecule, which is interesting. Yeah, so trying to bleach it out of one's hair takes extra work. Come to find out. I did not know this. I got to be nearly 30 years old without ever having learned that. So, I just bought a bottle of peroxide and went home like a punk to do it in the sink. And that did not work. Thought blue was. Disagree. This is what the hairdresser told me after my experience, my debacle with the peroxide bottle when I went to the salon and said, what happened to my hair? Why didn't this work? Yeah. Why? Now listen, I did do some research first. I thought I knew what I was doing. Okay? I did not really just dump a bottle on my head. And it just wasn't enough, is what it was. I only got about halfway back, and I ran out of stuff. And I just thought, okay, I need help. Natural red versus fake red? Probably. That's probably got something to do with it. I'm not a chemist. I'm only relaying what the hairdresser told me 15 years ago, 10 years ago, because fake red never stays in long. Oh, no. No, it's hard to get in as well because it's the largest molecule. It's the same problem. Yeah. It fades quickly when you try and add it because it doesn't absorb well for the same reason that it's hard to pull out in the first place. Yeah. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Big brain stuff. No, I have had people explain all of this to me because it was relevant to my life. Gotcha. And, professionals. Same. Because then you learn how to not be wrong about that later on, and, maybe might be useful information to you. Not to mention, sometimes it's good to be wrong because what you believed was bad. Right? Come on. Not that was. But anyway, I just love that when people cannot stand to be wrong. I used to hang out at Sally's Beauty Supply and dye my hair fun colors all the time. Oh my gosh, the girl, they have 2 different girls working in there who have 2-tone hair. Like one side is one color and the other side is the other color. And I've met both of them because I bought 4 boxes of henna this week. That's what I was leading up to. It's also thicker. Somehow. I don't remember how that works. I don't remember if it's something to do with the curl or the hair follicle or what. But red hair is also thicker. Like, actually thicker. And I know that that sounds like nonsense. And people do not believe me until they try to brush it for me. Got your hair cut the other day. Nice. Was it long? Did you have a lot cut off? Just trimmed and shaped, which is what I totally need to do, but I have a hat, right? It does make sense. See, it does. I just don't remember the explanation behind it. But there is one. You know. All right. Let's go look at the strawberries. See how they are this morning. Nope, short. It was long enough that you could grab it. I got it down to a 4. Okay. So hair doesn't get stuck in my mouth. Yeah, that's always nice. A 4 on the clippers, yeah. That's pretty short. Like all over? Same length all over? Here we go. You can hear the neighbor's air conditioner, I bet, but there's the strawberry patch. Got a good candidate right here. No, only in the back. I need to get a bowl. I need to get a bowl for my strawberries. Front is side part, no longer on the left. Asymmetrical bob. Ooh, nice. Nice. What color's your hair anyway? At a guess, brown. It's like half the planet has brown hair. It's why I wanted to get in on the action there. You know, be a little boring for a little while, and you know. Aw, look at that. The redhead's mad about something. That's so funny. Like, really. Love the feeling of breeze on my hair. Dark blonde. Nice. And fine hair. Yeah. My friend, the college professor who I mention every once in a while, has hair like that. Dark blonde and really fine. Look at all that. Can you see down in there? You should not be staring over my shoulder while I do this. It's boring. We got a lot half right today. Close enough. Ooh, that's a nice one. Thank you. Totally understand. I don't want to be a redhead anymore. The stereotypes it brings. Yeah. Like, no offense, but I both hope you don't and guess you don't. Because, like, that shit still surprises me. I swear. I still run into stuff. Like, and in different cultures, it's different. You know? Even in different English-speaking parts of the world, it's different. And, like, I had never heard the word ginger in regards to myself until I was, I swear to God, 20 years old. Swear to God. And now everyone around here uses it as if we'd always known it. Dumb blonde. No, yeah. Yeah. I know. Blonde does come with its own stereotypes. As I say, my friend, who I guess you could say defies them, but is probably my oldest friend. So, yeah. Being told dirty blonde jokes from the time I was 12. Well, I mean, there are enough blonde people in the world. hopefully most people have some concept of the fact that those stereotypes don't represent you personally. I am literally sometimes the only red-haired person that some people have met. You know, depending on your ethnicity, you may not know any. So that's fun. Oh, what up, fella? How you doing, girl? Right, see, that's the kind of stuff that just doesn't occur to most people. And I don't blame them. It sure shit did not occur to me until it happened. I have to get my lighter over. My cigarette went out. My mom was a strawberry blonde. And my mom's mom was a redhead. You're having a sad day. Oh, jeez. Well, it's overcast over here, but we're doing our best. See, we were looking at the strawberry patch. My cigarette went out, so I had to go get my lighter. Sorry. And then we're going to fiddle with the fire pit. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. See? It was smoldering, like still smoldering when it came out this morning. And I had it going a little while ago, but I had to do my face. Be beautiful for y'all. So it's still drenched here from the rain last night. Man, I don't even want to talk about Canadian weather. That's unreal sometimes. I don't know. It's East Tennessee. It looks cold here, but it's not. It's easily 70 degrees here right now. Just, you know, gray. Thought my internet was out. My router was just unplugged. Yeah. Like I say, girlfriend, all you need to do is trace the connection from one end to the other. And you see, a lot of times you'll find something like that. It's a simple fix. It's just essentially a disconnected wire. Oh, thank you. Went to see your sister. You know, I was wondering if that was what that was about. You said you're having a sad day. Yeah, how's she doing? Meanwhile, we have strawberries. Oh. And I dreamed all night that I had the same cancer as her. Oh my god. She's optimistic. That's good. Oh no. Stuff got squished. But it's just tiny. I'm gonna help pull out. Look at that. Huh? Not bad, right? Genuinely. But she had the A-site drained from her peritoneum this week, and it kind of sends her for a bit of a tailspin, but she's back on track. That's good. She has 2 kinds of non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Diffuse large B cell and mediastinal large B cell. Good grief. And oh, how long has that been going on? Treatment only worked on the mediastinal. Oh, and there's my little succulents there. This one is Acaveria, and this one is Pretty, and I do not remember its name off the top of my head. And in these pots over here we have the near one is tomato, and the far one is a sweet pepper. That's a little apple tree. And the rose bush, which, like, I do not remember what I did over here. I pruned it or I broke it somehow, and it just, man, look at this. Like, it just went crazy on that one spot. Happy it's not pancreatic as well. The diagnosis is a death sentence. Well, and that is good that it's not that. Yeah. Sometimes it's good to miss something. Oh my gosh, I see at least 2 over there that I missed. They're hiding from the other side. Oh, tough. Okay, we gotta go get those because they're ready to go. See, look at that. Was that it? Was that what I was looking at? That's not what I was looking at. What am I looking at from over there? Oh, gosh. So confusing. It's like a maze over here. A natural maze, you know, with no straight lines. Ooh, there's a pretty one. Oh. I would love to know why sometimes they kind of grow, you know, flat and wide like that. That seems like, is it a Siamese strawberry? You know, can I say that? It's conjoined strawberries. Let's see. My best friend asked me to go out with her tonight, and I had to decline because of how anxious I am today. I'm raw dogging life without weed because there's no money for it anymore. Oh my God. Plus, as much as it helps with my anxiety, it doesn't let me heal my PTSD. Mary says she'll mail you some. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. I'm sorry, honey. Like, but yeah, how long has this been going on? Look at that. Wow, the slugs got that one really bad. And if you see, like, brown stuff on the strawberries, that's because I put coffee grounds in here, because apparently slugs don't like coffee. Who knew, right? I love the strawberry picking. Thank you for that. Very welcome. I've been trying to do this every morning, and I just thought, what the hell, I'll bring it with me. Ooh. Ah. Woohoo, look at that one. Wait till you guys see the bowl I have already in on the kitchen windowsill. And you know, the funny part is, I actually planted these 3 years ago up here on the wall. There's a couple old ones in there. Up here on the wall somewhere. And it spread down into what was the garden patch. And just took over. Learned slugs are teetotalers. They don't like coffee. Yeah, I don't know about alcohol, but they do not like coffee grounds. So yeah. Slugs don't like tobacco. Not that you want to waste a cig on slugs. Plus, I wouldn't want to put it on my strawberries, you know? Nicotine and... It'd be like tobacco, but strawberries. Actually, I think that's being sort of a neat idea, but let's not. A teetotaler is somebody who does not indulge in anything that, you know, any mind-altering substances. Tobacco. Yeah, right? But with strawberries, so it would be sweet, too. Oh, my God. I think it's when you don't take alcohol, caffeine, tobacco, weed, drugs, anything really. Right. A teetotaler doesn't indulge in anything that affects their senses, basically. Like a Mormon. Well, I mean, yeah, technically. I love how religious people are like, yeah, no, I'm sober all the time. It's like, yeah, sure you are. Sure you are, because that's how you feel when you come out of a religious experience. I learned what those are last month. Oh my God, Ella, oh my God. When you became one, I'm so sorry, honey. Look at our little pile there. I need to get a bowl. Wait, that's my coffee mug. Okay. I need to get a bowl. started growing tomatoes. Right, yeah, no, that'd be awesome. But they're strawberries, so it would be like, you know, strawberry flavored tomato or something. Can you see the little doorway? Like a little trying to make a little tree doorway. I don't know if you can tell. But that's working. Yep, yeah. Strawbacco. Yeah. It doesn't have the same ring to it, but I think it might taste better. Because if I remember correctly, tobacco is nasty. It looks like a tomato and it tastes like tobacco. So, yeah, maybe we get a little bit of flavor from the strawberries in there. Might make that tastier. Oh, there's a perfect one. Oh my goodness. I don't need mulch in there. I need mulch on the path. My gosh. Because see, we're right at the bottom of this hill next to our neighbor. And, so when it rains, all the water is right down the hill. Boop. We're straight onto our path here. The garden is actually a little lower, which is why we got these here. So that the mulch and whatever I have on the path to keep it from being ridiculously muddy doesn't just get washed right into the... Just, it doesn't help anything. Mulch is not good for plants, come to find out. Like, duh. Bad for weeds, it's bad for tomato plants too. Come to find out. Ooh, haha, look at that. Ooh, you get a white corner, so aggravating. I do come in a turn them, you know. When they're half ripe, I'll be like, ooh, that'll be ready in a couple of days. I'm gonna flip you over, and I still have white on them sometimes. So frustrating. Oh boy, you don't want me hearing random crap to myself. There, see, we can like sling that over something. Get it up off the ground. Help it ripen up. Ah, no. Where goes the daddy long legs? I might be saying. There's a slug bite out of that one. It's okay, because I sacrifice some to the slugs because the slugs also eat the little bugs. Task 3 for the day done. Got CIA to come pump up my tire so that I can do the stuff I need today, groceries, etc. Nice. Nice. You're in the same time zone I am, so it's not even noon. There goes Daddy Longlegs. Ooh, can you see him? Oh. You know what I should have done? I should have made this long and skinny so I could just scoot along it, you know, in my chair. Brushed my teeth, showered, and gotten dressed. I've done 2 of those things. I got dressed and brushed my teeth. And now I'm doing this. And I'm actually getting the strawberries in this morning. Yesterday or the day before, I didn't get to it. Like, I literally had to drop what I was doing and go and get them for the day before the sun went down. I try to do it in the morning, yeah. And then again in the evening, if I have some that are not quite ripe that morning, you know. It's so boring. Yeah. But it's supposed to be relaxing, right? It's the whole point. Earlier, made kids crepes for breakfast and got them ready for their visit with their dad. Well, one of those things sounds really nice. Crepes are delicious. And yeah, I'm smoking too much this morning. I was up too late. I don't know if everybody heard. For no particular reason. I just playing with the fire pit until way too late, so I'm like brain dead. today. Which is another part of the reason. We're just kind of hanging out and picking strawberries and, yeah, chilling. You're ahead of me. I need to shower, brush my teeth, and get dressed again before I leave the house. Damn, when you have kids, you have to make food like constantly. Oh my God. Here's something nobody ever talks about, but yes. I swear, every time you get busy finally, doing something, it's time to make another meal. Which takes 2 hours. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. We love crepes. Oh, yeah. Well, of course. Who doesn't? I don't want to know because I don't want to meet them. You cook food for humans. You win. Right. I mean, I guess, but you eat once a day. I don't know if I could get away with that. Twice, maybe. Or the third one will be, at night when I'm done for the day. But, like, I don't know. 2 of our kids have some pretty serious food sensitivity, so, like, I can't make the same thing for everybody. It's all I do. Make food and clean up after tiny humans. Yep. I've graduated to strawberry picking and stuff because most of ours are older now. And they look after the younger one. They're literally in there together now. 15 and 5 are in there together right now. Because he's 15. He's going to be asking me to borrow my car next year. You telling me you can't look after your brother for a couple hours? I think you can. There's always a child saying they're hungry. Yeah. Because you have 3, right? My friend says their life is like trying to dry the ocean. Oh my God. I don't know if mine's that bad. It's like trying to rake leaves in the wind, though. Yeah, at the very least. Oh, I haven't been eating much. Yeah, same. Again, for no particular reason. I'm not stressed out about, someone with cancer, or whatever, or anything in particular. Your friend Mary's friend's kids are 20, 10, 6, and 2. That's like the inverse of our spread. We got 20, 17, 15, and 5. I had norovirus, gastrointestinal virus, like a month ago, and I'm still not feeling completely better. It's the 2-year-old that's the hardest, obviously. That age is rough for anyone. Because, like, your brains come online before your body does. So you have all these ideas and thoughts, and you cannot articulate or act on any of them. So I figure that must be frustrating. Hugs back at you, hon. This is really tough sometimes, but, like, we got a whole other corner of the strawberry patch to dip into. My coffee's gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to get more, and we don't have any creamer because I didn't go to the store yesterday because I'm an asshole. Alright. Strawberries. There we go. Ooh. Use another day. There we go. That's what I was looking at. Look, that one's so funny shaped. Look at that. It's got like a bulge at the top. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. That's funny. Ooh. There's one all the way over there. You see it? And they've overgrown my little path here. That's why I had to put the pots on it over there. Just to keep myself from walking on it, honestly, because I'm just going to step on some strawberries. Oh, there's another. That one's got a slug hole. But yeah, I do. I sacrifice a few here and there to the slugs. I don't want them to completely go away because they eat the bugs that eat the plants. Of these fruit, they eat the plants. So, yeah. They're enemy number one. Slugs eat them too, so that's... They're not totally bad. A maybe strawberry. Yeah. Coffee but no cream, like sleep paralysis but unconscious. Wait. Boy, did I miss something. A baby strawberry. Yeah, some of them are... some of them are just small. But I'm getting so many more this year than I have. This is the first year that I'm really getting, enough to do anything with. Oh, I was talking about her virus. See, that's what I thought. So scary. I'm glad you're feeling better. All shit going around. And like I was just hearing something on the radio in the car the other night about some other virus. It's like apparently, and the birds are having a pandemic now. And I was just like, wait, I didn't hear about this shit at all. Because y'all may have noticed I hopped off that bandwagon a while back because I could not take that shit anymore. My face right now. Right, yeah, it's some sort of avian thing, avian flu, but I just, I had not heard about this at all. I jumped off the news bandwagon a while back, the current events bandwagon, a while back because I just couldn't take that shit anymore. I lasted through the Donald Trump presidency. And after that, I had to take a break from that shit. My gosh. Donald Trump presidency. There's a phrase I never thought I'd... Ooh. Damn it. Look at that. Oh, those aren't slugs. What is that? It's a little black beetly thing. Interesting. Now watch. The one right next to it will be fine. See? The one right next to it is perfect. That's so funny. That happens all the time. Oh, I was just confused what you were saying about sleep paralysis, I think. Because I didn't understand exactly what you meant by that, but it's all right. Sounds dreadful. I see one way in there. Come on, light comes on at night. And after that, Biden erased women. Right, yeah. Like literally the next day. The day after they took office, I think he did that. And I was just like, and I'm out. I can't. What the fuck? But the worst part is apparently all he was doing was like reinstating something the Obama administration had already done. Without my even knowing about it. They wasn't paying attention to that shit back then. So, yeah, what do I do then? What do you do then? I don't know. I felt like I lost before I got started. Yeah, it's fine. Your reaction when you read it made me smile. I'm glad. All right. There was one way over here. Wait, I won't forget. Next to the light. Right? Maybe two. I could use another day. There we go. Not see it, but I can feel it. Yeah, in one more day. Maybe this afternoon for that one. Ooh, I missed another one. Two. There's two over there. Beside the pot. Got tucked away on the other side. Well, I can't really get at them. So. Little strawberries. Mm-hmm. Regular size. But I've actually had a few big ones so far this year. It's exciting. It's good. I don't wonder so much up here. And I want to say, that pouring a bunch of bone meal on it back at the beginning of the season helped a lot. To really enrich the soil and balance out the pH. Because it's very clay. There's a lot of clay. The topsoil here is really thin, and underneath it is a whole bunch of orange clay. Which I guess is pretty acidic. Because unless it's grass, just about everything else dies. Okay, what else? Is that it? Oh no. Oh, we're done. I want to see. Uh-oh. Pull a couple of these. Oh, this is a volunteer poplar tree. Just like these two over here. This is the one from 4 years ago. And this is the one from 2 years ago. I get one every year. I think this year's is going to go in the side yard. I'm just, letting it get a little bigger. Oh my gosh, look. Oh, it's white on the tip of it. I'm going to take it anyway. Better just go ahead and pull it and leave it to a bug. I don't know what those beetle things are, so I have to do some more reading. There we go. I knew I was seeing something. Over here, look at that. Woohoo! Not bad. I think that's about it, though. The air conditioner. Look at that. It's right there. That thing runs constantly, but it doesn't rattle anymore. They had it serviced a couple of days ago. Until then, it was rattling. Like, every time that thing kicked on, it rattled like a coin in a jar. Like, just so bad. And I'm sitting right here, and oh my God. The hum is bad, but the rattle was so much worse. Yeah, so now we get to gather up all our fruit here. There's our bowl, but I had a few over here on the ground. I didn't take the bowl over here with me for some reason. That makes sense. That one might be a little funny. I'll look at closer later. I have to get in the house, get them washed off. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Like I say, this is just today's, and I actually get enough lately to do something with. And I'll probably get to pull a few more of those this afternoon. See, it's supposed to be a doorway. I'm trying to train them to grow like a doorway, because I don't know, I got all these random trees sprouting up, and I thought that would be cool. Oh, actually, I do have something I'm proud of. And something else I'm proud of. Real quick. This has an ant on it. Embarrassing. Come on, get your act together. This is a sprout. You can't see it. That is a sprout. Big rose bush over there in the corner. I just cut some branches off it. I pruned it last year, and I stuck a bunch of them around, and one of them actually lived. Ha! Look at that. So now I have 2 rose bushes. That's pretty exciting. 3 roses. Yay! What's not to like, right? Oh my gosh, it's getting warm out here. Which I'm not dressed for. Show you. Yeah, the roses. I'm pretty stoked about that. It was a clipping. And it took root and is now alive and has been living all winter. I think I had that on my windowsill. But yeah, I'm about to scandalize y'all in a minute because I gotta change. It was a chilly morning, and now it isn't. So, man, and I'll tell you, y'all live up north, so you don't know this because I used to live up north and I didn't know this. But you know how, like, when you get, what up, Mary? When you get closer to the equator, the sun is actually stronger and warmer. So, you know, it might be a chilly day when the sun's behind a tree or behind a cloud, and then it comes out and you're like, wow. Hey, baby. You getting ready to come out? Cool. We just finished picking strawberries. Yeah. The sun makes the earth so hot. Yeah, but like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I did not have the conceptualization of like what exactly that meant on the ground. When you're, you know, the angle is more direct.
Hey.
What?
The sun may make the world hot. The fat bottom girls make it go right.
Yeah. I actually came in here to change really quick because it's
changing into what? Not another natural earth shit. I mean, do the badger already. You know, are they gonna go bear form, wolf form?
I was thinking raccoon actually.
Raccoon works.
Yeah, I'll go and steal us some shiny stuff. I thought you might appreciate that.
We do hoard trash and have dark circles under our eyes.
That's right. Turned into a woman with a husband with a good sense of humor. Oh, those don't exist, do they? Come on, all dad jokes are bad. That's not fair. Oh, maybe the green one? The other green one? I don't know. I'm in the mood for green, you know. My favorite one's dirty, of course, because I wore it, you know. Blue and purple. Solid. Solid. That's a solid combination. Boo, it's right here. Baby. Right here. I don't know. The wart, though? I don't know.
Call, you took my wart.
No. Here, maybe this is it. I don't know. Why is it in pieces on the floor? That I don't know. Okay, I'll be out in a minute. Get out there. I love you.
Oh, I'm not on the see chain.
No. They're not going to see anything either.
Yeah, this is a long platform for that. I told you that.
I just don't know what to say sometimes. That's my problem. I don't know how to respond, you know. A green winter coat, it looks like. Nice. I gotta get a green winter coat. That's the color for that season, isn't it? You know? Help stave off some of that. Although I don't get anywhere near as much down here. The direct sunlight, I'll tell you what. And you know what? If y'all can still hear me, And in a minute, I'm going to pour us a cup of coffee before we go back outside, too. Okay, let's... I'm going to put... He still uses that at night. Just at night. You can hear me. That's great. And from there, you can just see the whole mess. And I don't want that. I don't want you to see my mess. I mean, like, there's no choice. You don't have a choice but to look at my mess, really, because we're in my room, so. That's just gonna happen, I think. I had that shirt. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty, and I just bought it. And I ripped it. Alrighty, look at that. Stepped on it, of course. I don't know. I'm not wearing it anyway. I kind of don't care. Just gotta not step on it again before I can fix it. Ooh, or the other one I got yesterday. My pockets. Haha. You have similar mess and you live alone. Well, you know, I don't know. I've never really lived alone, so I can't say that sounds. I mean, but you're the only one who suffers for it, then, right? Like if you trip over something, not only are you the one who tripped, it was probably your thing that you tripped on, right? So it's a victimless crime, so to speak, right? As basically the stuff was just like, yeah, half of it belongs to other people, so I'm not cleaning up after myself necessarily. Yeah, I like that. All the mess is mine. That's right. That's right. It might not be much, but it's all yours. Right. Oh. I changed the blue dress. I gotta put on a blue slip thing, and I just put it in the hamper. Oh my god. Ah. On and on and on. Oh, it's a lot. This is a lot, too. Oh. Like I say, I've never had the pleasure of really living alone, so I have no idea what I would do. I don't know. I don't know what I would do. Probably that. At least for a good while. Probably just, you know, I do that now, actually. I don't know. Do you find this where I will notice a mess, or I will make a mess, or, you know, something, just some clutter, and I will just leave it lay because I can. You know, and it makes it feel almost homey to hear the place cluttered with my stuff. Not dirty, mind you, and not to the point where I can't get through or find anything, and like when it gets to that point, then I gotta do something about it. But, you know, I'll just... shoes left places, or books on tables where somebody was reading it, or that kind of thing. I actually like that stuff. I can't believe I just did that in front of the camera. I'm such an ass. Anyway, I got this yesterday. It is inside out, but nice big pockets. Something like that. Thanks. At first, I thought it was a bra. Yeah, sorry. That's I did not, that was That was like, hey, look at my underwear. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I was just talking and I was just getting dressed. I wasn't fucking thinking about it. Oh my god. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. But yeah. Not bad, right? Oh, let's get out of here. It was fun. That's good. No, really, I'm glad you guys are enjoying whatever it is I'm trying to do here. Because that's really the point, right? Yeah. To be engaging and stuff. So cute. Still here, just folding sheets and towels. Oh my gosh, listen to this. Look at that, look at that. Me and Mary are sitting here talking about our mess. Meanwhile, Ella is folding her laundry. Girl, making us look bad over here. Damn. I need to feed the cat, but I gotta go to the store and get her food first. Oh my god. I was saying earlier I should have gone yesterday. But I didn't. Don't worry about it. You know what I am worried about is where's my coffee mug? Because I know I brought it in the house. It was very fancy about how I brought it with me. But yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do. That's ugly. So, guess I'll get another one. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There were 4 drops left and I spilled one of them on the counter. Oh, man. I have already had a cup this morning, so yeah, I don't get to scream and whatever, thunder and roar, you know. Just gonna have to ask him to make some more. Actually, that's a good idea. Hey, Cole, honey.
Yeah.
Would you make some more coffee, please?
Sure.
We don't have any. Fine, I gotta go to the store. Never mind, I gotta go to the store. No, I'm not taking yours. Thank you, but no. There's some. I would just like more. Yeah. I've been in the basket for a few days now. Don't feel bad. I'm at that point you mentioned earlier when it's time to do something about it. You're actually helping me. Oh, good. Good, good, good. Yeah, very welcome. Okay, and we're going to pour some milk in it because I am a wuss. Mm-hmm. No, and I would say anytime, Ella, but that would not be true because, man, I'm no good to anybody half the time lately. Excuse me. Cheers. I know, Punky Cat. I'm sorry. As soon as I get off here, I'm going to the store. Hi. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, no. Now I have to find a way to actually set the thing up so it can see both of us. Oh, no.
They don't really see me.
Well, I mean, yeah, they do in that. Otherwise, you're just going to be the booming voice from off camera.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but, like, we're not invoking God. His name is Jack. Mary asked what your name was. We're fixing that. I'm sorry. She says hi.
Hello. Is that Mary?
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Mary. I've heard a lot.
You guys have met
Oh,
before.
yeah.
No, that's fine.
We need to get a lens that doesn't make me look so fat.
We need to get a camera.
Oh, that would be nice. Or I could just go to the gym and stop being fat.
Well, see, one of those things is a lot easier than the other. If my dad was here, he would ask, is his last name me off?
Oh, the jokes that never go on.
Right. I figured you might have heard that one before.
Just once or twice.
Memories, huh?
So, I was watching the, have you seen
Oh,
Jesse
Phil Logical
Gators?
says hello, too. No, but we were talking about he
Oh.
has a new video, and I go, yeah?
Yes.
What's the title? And they were like, I saw you, buddy. You were watching his new video. I saw you.
Yeah, it's a 2-hour video. It's like an
Yes!
hour and 45.
Well, that's why I was saying, if I do respond to him, it's going to be a clip. A clip. We will do a clip. Like a 10 or 15 minute at the most clip of his crazy ass, because I can't do a whole minute. No, my God. We have to do a month-long series, you know.
You may not want to do just pick out a clip. It's the myth on masculine social...
right, the myth of male socialization.
Yeah. Which
What's a body
brings
double?
up some good points.
Oh.
That, you know, the generic white guy is the default setting for, like, video games and movies. And I mean, I remember a bunch of people getting upset when Master Chief was black. So, I mean, he's got some points about white male being you know, societal, the blank template. You're right.
Right.
So, I mean, and you know, he brought up some of his childhood toys.
Hello.
Sorry. You know, again, some good points were made.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that if we, you know, slog through the rest of the hour 45, there would be more than just a couple of points. I made it to the first 35, maybe 40 minutes.
But that's the thing is, after that, I guarantee you he starts repeating himself.
He's going to be using different examples.
Right, but he does this, he wants so badly to control the narrative, you know. Yeah, so he finds, he does this in every video I think of his I've ever seen.
Well, it's the method of success. You tell him what you're going to tell him. You tell him, then you tell him what you told him.
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, there's a fair, whether it's a 10-minute video or a 2-hour video, you're going to have that repetition in some amount.
Yeah, that's not what I mean. I mean, he repeats himself, you know. And I don't think that he necessarily realizes that he's just restating the same point over and over again. Sometimes.
Maybe.
It's buffering or something. Body doubling individuals with ADHD to complete potentially frustrating tasks while having another person beside them. Oh. It's like a comfort person.
I am my wife's comfort person. She likes me. Please do not pet the comfort husband. He is easily distractible.
Do not feed the... What is it? Do not feed the apes, right?
Right. But anyways, so there is some valid points, but he was talking about how it's a myth because the male socialization may not apply to everybody, because he was pointing out that he was the white nerdy boy who was into animages or bionicles. You know, he could never be that white male blank template because he was too far removed from it.
Oh my goodness, isn't he younger than me?
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
I don't know if I buy that in his case.
I started reading Harry Potter when I was in my 20s, and I think he was playing with the action figures. Like, they weren't even action figures that I ever saw. Yeah. So I think Jesse's a good decade.
Yeah.
No, that's right. He said in his video he's turning 30. So, yeah.
He's not even 30?
He is now.
Now I feel kind of... Well, now I feel kind of bad. That poor boy, he hasn't even been 30 all this time. Oh, I feel he looks a little older. I was going to guess he was closer to 35. But I haven't seen him with the new chin, really. I haven't taken a good look at him since he got his chin done.
Not bad. Cute.
That's good. Plastic surgery should be good. I hope it looks good, because otherwise, you know, I don't want him to suffer. I just want him to, you know, maybe get a clue. I got an action figure of Jimi Hendrix from my brother as thank you once. He actually puts together my gaming chair and gaming desk. Nice! A Jimi Hendrix action figure. Where did you get that?
Excuse me while I kiss the sky.
Oh my god. I am off the chain today. I got like 2 hours of sleep. I'm sorry.
That's not true. She's not sorry about it. She was playing with the fire until 5 o'clock this morning.
No, I'm sorry about being loopy. Yeah. Not sorry. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It's not insomnia. I can go to bed whenever I want. And I wasn't even thinking about anything. It was just that nice kind of really tired. Your brain just kind of stops bothering you for an hour or two.
But anyways, the video does have some good points that I could be addressed because it's...
Okay, you think I actually debate him? Or like engage with a couple of his points?
Yes.
I can't help that when they're good, you know that. So
we can definitely engage with a couple of the points. And I think the largest problem is he's talking about male socialization is a universal statement. It's all people type deal. And so he's mostly poking holes into the all people. It can't apply to everyone because this didn't apply to me because of the... Right. So I think a lot of it's going to be that.
A lot of personal anecdotes.
Right. He was also talking about what the left can offer masculinity because, you know, the Andrew Tate and there's this other guy that are on the right. They have large male followings because the left is for feminist soy boys or something. I don't know. I am not a soy boy. I am very much a leftist.
Yeah,
So
I don't...
But
like,
maybe it's modern politics. Like, I remember a time when Republicans and Democrats actually, you know, worked on stuff.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Together.
Right. To screw us all over together. So,
Well,
I mean, you know, come see, come saw. It's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other in that way. But, like, yeah, you used to... It reminds me again of Futurama, strangely enough. You know, that episode with the election, where they have Jack Johnson running against John Jackson, and each one is a clone of the other. You really can't tell them apart. And the statements they make in the debate are essentially, you know, the reverse version of the same sentence. And I realized, watching that a while back, that joke does not work anymore. At all. That joke does not work in modern politics. That was the 90s joke. You know, when you were looking at Al Gore versus Bob Dole going...
Oh my God, I was just thinking about that. That was what I was thinking of.
Yeah, because I think a lot of people said that year. It's like, wow, I can't even hardly tell these two old men apart. What's going on over here? Like,
right. They
Futurama was so accurate. It was. And now it is inaccurate, though, because some things... It is satire. Oh, it wasn't satire, it was a documentary.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I don't want to interrupt you. No, I was just thinking, you know, it was Bob Dole and Al Gore. They agreed on so many issues, and they even agreed a large part on how to get to the resolution. I mean, they had some different steps.
And they were like, we are such reasonable fellows.
Right. Al Gore was a little bit more environmentally aware at the time, I think.
Well, he's Al Gore.
Right. But, yeah, it was rather Manila.
But vanilla?
Manila. Mel Vanilla. I'm sorry.
Oh! A pun.
Sorry.
I am slow this morning. You have to give me, a warning. Uh,
Incoming pun.
right? In 3, 2, 1. Engaging pun. No. Don't do another one, though.
Okay.
I was just using that as an example. This has been an actual pun. Information will follow.
He who would pun would pick a pocket.
What?
I don't know. I've heard that somewhere.
Really?
Yes.
That's such nonsense. Sometimes you do it without meaning to. I never picked a pocket without meaning to. Futurama was so accurate with math and science. Yeah, no, yeah. Tell him to go out and buy more coffee and creamer.
Wait.
No, I do. I was supposed to go to the grocery yesterday. It is legit my fault that we don't have these things.
The problem with sending me out to get coffee and creamer is
yeah, right. Go ahead. Tell them what you did the other day. Like all the writers had PhDs and stuff. I know, right?
What did I do the other day? Like I went out for 3 things and spent $100.
No. 100.
122.
Is that all?
Yes.
Well, then you exaggerated the number after you got home. You said it was like 150. But yeah.
It was enough. But to be fair, those greens were good. Like
I'm not criticizing. I'm using it as an example of these things, of what you were saying.
Yes.
Why I should go to the store. Weaponized incompetence. Hey, no. It's a combination of regular old inexperience, being rusty at something, because I usually do it, and Walmart.
Oh, no, I also go, well, we need this. I'll just go ahead and get it now. Oh, I got the money for this. I'll go ahead and get it now. And then, I'll see something. I'm like, and I love to cook. So I have the money.
He's like literally a kid in a candy store at the grocery store. It's really cute. Which is why I can't bring him with me, because I have to kill that joy over and over and over again.
And I'm like, and I think about, oh, this person has been wanting this.
Don't use a cart. Honey, we have 3 kids. The cart is a foregone conclusion. That has to happen.
I like how it's funny they don't think I can spend $100 and not use a cart.
No, it's a trick to buy less, though.
I
yeah. Can't carry it, can't buy it. Yeah, but so again, to stock our kitchen, that would have me make 4 trips or some shit. Like, nah, sorry, that's not a practical suggestion. Not now, anyway. A few years maybe. Go to the grocery store with me. Like if you really wanted to only buy 3 things. No, that's what you just admitted. You don't really want to only buy 3 things. You change your mind once you get in there, which is why I'm saying Walmart. There's an entire industry of people whose job it is to engineer those places to make you think that way.
I know. But
that's what I'm saying.
And I'm just saying, whether it's Walmart, Food City, or the farmer's market, I'm like, ooh.
Right, no, and then you genuinely enjoy the stuff.
I do.
So you're like a sitting duck, which is why he cannot come. You enjoy it too much, and it's sad. But that's why you can't go. Like, what kind of world do we live in? My God. Sorry, little Billy, you're going to enjoy that carnival too much, so you have to stay home.
The carnival, that's what I'm supposed to do tonight with Owen.
You're welcome.
He wanted to go to that. I'm glad my people actually paid me on time. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. That is nice. I like grocery shopping, too. It's a great way to procrastinate. Sure. Unless it's part of your job.
Yeah, I don't know about procrastinate. Like, my problem is I will go out and then I will, like, we're trying to do the high fiber diet, so I'll just meal prep. Like, I made a week's worth of 3-bean salad just so, need fiber? Boom,
man, and
salad.
then it was gone in 3 days because it's really good.
No,
See, that's the problem
that was the
there.
chickpea.
I only eat like 6 different foods. Belle, do you have kids? I don't think so.
That was the chickpea salad, but yeah, that goes fast. There's still plenty of the 3-bean if you want.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Child free.
Child free.
Yeah. Whatever. We got no guarantees that we would be any happier if things had things were different in some way. Like, we just don't. Not now, and certainly not later.
No.
Like, child-free 30-somethings are happier. Child-free 60-somethings, I don't know about that.
I would think not, because
I'd have to see some numbers on that
Japan
one.
actually has a service for 60-year-old people. If you're a senior citizen, you can call up these actors. They will ship you a family for the weekend.
I used to work as a nanny, and there were so many instances where I was just so glad I could give the kid back in a few hours. Yeah. Well, I wanted someone else's kid. Yeah. At the risk of sounding stereotypical, it is different when it's your kid. It's so much responsibility. No, yeah. That I'm not going to argue with. It's not for everybody. If you don't want kids, please go with that.
Yep.
I support that. I love that. Some of the biggest assholes in history, I strongly believe, were unwanted children. And we could just save the world that trouble, and the people who don't want kids can go about their lives happy, and it's just everybody wins. I do. I support that. Child-free, unmarried women report highest life satisfaction. No rebuttal for this. Obviously, it still depends on what you do with your time, though. Because I know some child-free women who still just, work a job and watch television. I don't know that they're super satisfied. And it has nothing to do, I don't think, with the fact that they do or do not have kids. I think it's, other stuff surrounding their lives. Sometimes things would come up and I would genuinely have no idea what I ought to do. And I was glad I didn't have to actually decide the problem. Yeah. Well, and there's a whole conversation there about, like, I don't know, what about some kind of social support network between mothers? Like, doesn't that make sense? Child-free doesn't mean happy. Right. I don't think there's any one thing you can do or not do in life that's guaranteed to make you happy. Or anyway, I just don't think that works that way. Raising kids is hard. No. Antidepressants might make you kill yourself. Ironically.
Fine.
For sure. Child-free or child-rearing, people can be happy or miserable. Right. I think a lot of it is, how you spend your free time, honestly. And when I say free time, I mean the times when you're not, doing mandatory stuff. What does mandatory mean? Well, here's a question we get to ask ourselves, isn't it? And the kids can make the mom miserable. Right. Or, I think it has to do with temperament. I think it has to do with the temperament of the kids. Man, there's a tragedy. Temperamental mismatch between parent and child. Where they just kind of don't really get along through nobody's fault of their own, like, you see that every so often. You're just like, man, there's two people that would never be friends if they weren't related.
But is it really a mismatch of personalities, or is it just the slow buildup of, parental resentment over time? A parent not, lashing out and, just...
See, I'm not even talking about bad behavior.
I'm not talking about bad behavior either. I'm just talking about you have a parent who lashes out at their child, or ignores their child, and the child develops a pattern, is socialized to feel bothersome or unwanted. So as they grow, and it could be like mixed messages. When a parent has all the time, time for a child, they have all the time, and they want all the information, but the kid doesn't know that the parent has mood swings. So it's like
Right. No, that's
right. So I don't know. Maybe I'm making your point, but
well, that part sounds like maybe the responsibility on the part of the parent to like even themselves out in their presentation a little bit. But
well, that's what I'm saying. Hey, not everybody has that type of self-awareness. So is it necessarily temperamental mismatch, or learned behavior on the part of the kid?
on the part of both of them, I guess it would be. Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes it's definitely that. But sometimes it's simply that, perhaps the parent is more bookish and the kid is more athletic, and they just don't quite understand one another. That's the kind of thing I mean.
A good old-fashioned Frasier and Dad.
Yeah, but I think I said the reverse, because I was thinking, like, if the kid is athletic, that gives that kid stuff to achieve, and, like, it's not like they can feel like they're just a loser.
Right.
Or the parent can browbeat them because they're an athlete, like what? So it wouldn't be that then, probably. I'm just saying. That's all I mean. Is sometimes people have just very different outlooks in life. And sometimes those people are closely related to one another and responsible for raising one another, and that can be a pain in the ass. I wouldn't know, because both of my children are exactly like me, somehow. Even though they are completely different. So. Except for...
Our house could be a microcosm for Piaget. Nature versus nurture.
Oh, yeah. Because all the half-siblings.
Right. And then we have Elizabeth as the control.
Yeah, we could be in the control group, too. We're not related.
Well.
Be pretty funny. It'd still be a really small test group, but, like, I wonder... Because we do see patterns, for sure.
But if you want to go back to Jesse Gender...
Oh, yeah. We have wandered so far from that point. Please don't bother to... Do not hesitate to reel us back in if we are trying to talk about something. I'm very bad at that when I'm at sleep.
So, the right does have a whole culture of addressing men.
Yeah.
And if you look at trad wives, they even have a culture of addressing women.
Right.
With their own unique messaging and, priorities for each. And Jesse brings up a really valid point that the left, maybe not so much.
Does he have...
I don't know. I didn't get it was a 2-hour video.
Oh, right. Okay. Because I was just going to say, the right has ready-made messaging for each of those two groups because they're sort of preoccupied with gender roles. It's easy for them to put out messages aimed at women because they have them. It's easy for them to put out, messages aimed at guys interested in, like, masculinity and patriarchal stuff because they have them already. It's their philosophy. It's not they're not making this shit up on the fly, I guess is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, the right wing is conservative is simply, resisting change.
Yeah, and a lot of the way that they do that is by enforcing pretty rigid gender roles.
Right. So all the right needs to do is, reach into their back pocket and pull out the last 100 years of society.
Right. They just have to restate their case, essentially.
Right. So that does leave the left of coming up to redefine or, I guess...
What are we countering them with, right?
Right. And, there's a lot of... I don't know. I don't watch a lot of left gender channels. I'm 40. I know. I'm fine with me. I watch a lot of news and a lot of games.
Right. Yeah. It's not so much the navel gazing. And right-wing conservative lifestyle advice for men tends to be quite gratifying to those men themselves. It posits them as the makers and masters of society.
Right. And a lot of it is they teach men that your value, they reinforce that a man is worth more based on what he earns. So it enforces that your job, what you do is who you are. And then there's the right-wing survivalists and the gun owners, stuff like that. And, they're kind of skill-based, but, it reinforces that masculine individualist survivalist instinct. And we live in a society, one person, you know, the survivalist game is, more of a how long, because you have to get lucky. You have to be good every single day. You only need to die once a little bit to be dead.
True. True. Uh,
Oh, and I feel that on the left, we maybe don't have any type of good counter to those arguments. Now, there's a few people maybe, that I'm acutely aware of.
I feel like the main argument that's been on the progressive side of things for the longest time is, but that stuff all sucks. Like they didn't think any further through than that. Like I've gotten this from feminists a lot, where they don't say this, of course, but the sense you get is essentially, yeah, well, we don't want to have to do that anymore. No shit.
Do what?
Be chained to the stove, essentially.
Oh.
The whole motherhood, wifehood thing being mandatory. Yeah, well, we don't want to do that shit anymore. It's like, yes, we know. And? And it's just, it's very surface level, reactionary sort of thinking is all. Yeah. And it's common in a lot of groups. Right, left, it's just sort of people get their knee-jerk, response and then dig their heels in and try and rationalize that.
No, you lost me.
Oh. Well, as far as like how the left can answer the right's, messaging, it's difficult to agree on anything because most people only do the surface level analysis and then dig their heels in. And everybody's initial impression, a lot of people's, most people's initial impressions are a little different of anything. Anyway, it's fine. Something I personally find a bit confusing with the heterosexual dating discourse stuff that's coming out lately, Andrew Tate, Pearly Things, etc., is that most of it is old news. Well, that's conservatism for you, right? Is that what you were saying?
Yeah, essentially. Conservatism only has to, enforce the standard quo. And the reason that the left has such a hard time about changing the status quo is the left is not a unified movement. We're a coalition of different ideas, and each one wants to move forward differently. Some people want to go further than others, and there's no unified voice on the left.
Right. No, they have a harder job to do when it comes to defining stuff like that. Yeah, for sure. Like these gurus are talking about tropes that we've been discussing in romance for centuries. Right. Yeah. I don't know. Something about the internet and the youths who don't know any better. I don't know. It's a good question. Why does everybody give a shit about what these dudes have to say? Because it's the same shit we heard a million times.
I was just thinking about that, and I wonder if it's the problem with societal change is that you're going to start, well, as you change the society that you're in, you're going to start changing the importance of roles. I mean, think about the Industrial Revolution. You had a lot, farmers were the main agricultural you had a lot more farmers per capita than anything else.
They were the main drivers of the economy.
Right. And then as that changed, they moved away from all the manual labor. They had the machines. They were able to focus that draw away from the farmers, and they were less important to societal change. We know we had that extra surplus, but think about even before that. you had hunter-gatherers.
Mm-hmm.
Hunters were, had a large importance because they were the people who went out and brought in all the food. And as the society changed to agriculture, there was less importance put on hunters. Now we're at a point that our society can change again, and we can put less importance on, one type of worker that, as a white guy, they feel that as the primary breadwinner, they have the most importance. And now society's changing away from that, and they don't want to. I think we're moving away from, I don't know.
When you redistribute anything, grain, cultural clout, whatever, some people are going to lose some when other people gain some. And they're not going to like that. As you say, that just stands to reason, and it's just going to happen, and I don't know. Makes me think maybe we ought to take that into account. Instead of being surprised by this kind of thing over and over. Nah. We'd have to work on our cultural amnesia then, though, first. They're fighting for death. Wait, what? I watched a guy ask some uni kids how to fight climate change, and they said we need to end farming. No. No, we don't. I don't think that's the answer to that, because, I mean, unless your goal is to let the planet spin on without us. Shit. That's insane.
I did not see that clip.
Oh my god.
I think the way we farm is going to change eventually.
And I think it has many times already.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah. But like the people who we're just gonna not have cows anymore. No one's gonna eat beef anymore. I'm like, when is this gonna happen? Next week? Next month? What?
No, I think that we will eventually end up. So maybe not change the way we farm, but the way we change the way we move resources.
Yeah.
So you could take a building in a 5 or 6 story building in any city across the world and turn it into a hydroponic farm growing, fish and certain vegetables and stuff like that. And, you could save so much transportation by growing a bulk of your resources locally.
Right. And Mary says she was starved to death with no beef. Right. They're like, no diet is best for every single person. I've said this 100 times. Well, like, no, because, like, I had always, remember we talked about this a while back, I think. Because it made me laugh so hard when I realized what they were actually on about. Because the stuff about do away with cattle farming is, because it's, I thought they were worried about the cows. This is my thing. What do you do then with the species that you have bred to the point that they cannot fend for themselves in the wild? What do you do with them? But anyway, we're, too big and really not smart enough to keep as pets. What do you do with them?
You let them live out the rest of their natural lives, but you don't breed them?
Yeah, and you gotta make sure they don't. Anyway, I don't know enough to actually answer that question. It seems like it'd be our responsibility to figure it out, right? Because we put them where they are. So now, if we're gonna,
you want to
de-evolve
them
the cattle.
So
I don't know. I don't. I'm not claiming that I do. I'm just saying you can't set them free. What are you gonna do?
Euthanize them? I mean,
that's what I was getting at.
Yeah.
Is these people are not concerned about the cattle, the ones that I was talking to. They were concerned about the methane polluting the atmosphere. And I was like, you're fucking kidding me. That's how you're going to solve climate change, is by putting all the cattle farms out of it? What?
Well,
surely there is another way. Or, set of ways.
Well,
I just That cannot be the biggest contributing factor.
Yeah, cow-based methane is a factor, but that's got to be in like the tenths of a percent, not not in double digits.
Bipolar disorder and schizophrenia heal on a plant-free ketogenic diet. Nice. And there are people who would not be able to eat that way. So cow methane heals the ozone. I wish that were true. I hope it is. I feel like it's not, but I wish it were.
They could always do the gold-plated drones. Remember that back for the ozone layer?
No.
Oh my God! So one of the ideas to repair the ozone layer back in the day was take these autonomous drones, and you basically make a gold foil radiator and fly it in the air, and the gold neutralizes one of the some ion up in the sky,
Yeah.
which repairs the ozone. So you bring it back down. You can wash these bad particles off the gold foil, send it back in the air, and for another 6 months.
Blaming cows for what planes and spaceships do. Man, if there's not a societal theme.
Well, it's not spaceships. Spaceships use hydrogen fuel, so I don't think they actually have a lot of emissions. So now planes, on the other hand,
the cows didn't rip the hole in the ozone layer, though. Like that's a legit point. And Ella says they're claiming the hole is opening again. So that's bad, right?
A lot of people. One of the ways we got the ozone layer to close is we replace all the CFCs.
Yeah.
With a PCFC. I don't know. We changed the propeller.
Yep.
But other countries as they develop, they're using the regular CFC because it's cheaper to produce.
We didn't really solve the problem, did we?
We know how to solve it. We just got to get India and South Africa and all these other countries.
We could have nipped it in the bud by making that better technology cheaper to produce somehow. Or coming up with one that was. I'm just saying. I don't think there ever really was a hole, says Ella. I have no freaking clue. I was about to say, I literally don't think I've heard anything about this since like the 80s.
Well, 90s. It's because to a large part, we fixed it and it became a non-issue.
That's fine, but I don't remember a lot of the details and the science behind it anymore.
Oh, well, it's been 20 years.
Right.
30 years.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So there may, look at China. There's no way cows make a dent compared to the pollution from China. Yeah, well, I mean, part of that pollution is cows, though, right, to be fair.
Well, for most part of the 90s and early aughts, China was building 5 coal-based power plants a week, a month. They were pumping them out because so much of the world exported or outsourced their
garbage.
No, they exported their industry there.
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Right, China became Thank you, manufacturing. So China became the world's largest polluter, but it doesn't care about global pressure, so it said fuck off. And a lot of the countries were able to say, hey, look, we went green. Look at how much we reduced our carbon footprint. But if you took, oh God, there was a thing in the aughts where if you looked at how much a country offset its industry in China with the increase of the pollution coming from China, that we didn't actually reduce our carbon footprint. We actually increased it because now China has less strict manufacturing laws. We got to ship the stuff. That costs a lot of fuel.
Yeah, but it's not in my backyard.
Well,
I'm sure that's how that happened. Because it just makes sense.
Right.
That you're just placing it.
Right, but you know, a
basically.
lot
And then
of it is a global issue. You know, it's
Yeah.
all particulates in the sky.
No, I know,
I
but
know. I'm not saying.
you're displacing the responsibility.
Right.
Essentially.
With
Awfully.
China, who don't care.
Right, yeah. You're.
Like, I think one of the biggest things that's going to help us with China right now is they had the one-child policy for so long, and they really stressed for boys, so they've got a large portion of their female population that felt idolized for the purposes of making children. I think I was reading somewhere like 12 to 20% of them just don't want to be in relationships. They've noped out of the culture. So you've got a large portion of the available female population that's noping out, and then that leaves even smaller portion to continue their population.
Oh my god.
They're going to have a horrible working white collar crash in a few years, and it's already happening with as the elderly, you know, the workers from the 90s,
Yeah.
80s, and 90s. They're entering that early stage of retirement right now.
Let the population die out. Yeah, no kidding, right? See, I don't know. Humans got ourselves into this mess, so I just don't feel the same amount of pity as for the cows, I guess. That's what they get for killing female babies. You know, the day I realized that it would probably have been me had I had the misfortune to be born on the other side of the planet. As the oldest child and a girl, born in the early 80s, yeah, that probably wouldn't have gone well for me. Blaming cows is a red herring. Is that another pun, ma'am? You know they claim to be communist over there. Is that another pun? Is it? Yeah, anyways, yeah, the day that I put that together was the day that I went. Yeah, that's I don't know. It became real for me that day. You know, serious shit going on over there. Oh, you're welcome, Ella. It's, you know, I'm glad you're here with us too. It's nice to have some company, and I'm actually gonna go in a few minutes at like 1 because A, the phone's gonna die anyway, and B, I have to go to the grocery store today if I want to eat anything.
Well, apparently they want me to go to your place. I'll go. I'll shopping for you.
That's okay, baby.
I want to offer.
I know. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But, yeah.
But anyways, we can watch Jesse Ginger together, and take a few notes, and do this, do more in depth maybe next week.
Or we could do a video and then a discussion.
Either or.
Yeah. I mean, I like that idea,
I like you doing a video, then we can talk about it.
Leftover garlic butter salmon over brown rice with mushrooms, bean sprouts, and tomatoes. Oh.
It does sound yummy.
Yeah, it does. You know what I've had to eat today?
I'm having my favorite thing for breakfast. Here.
Dude. That cult's not real, is it? Fucking breatharians. That's not a real thing. Is it? It's so good. I'd share if I could. Oh, I would accept if I could. It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm just gonna get up and walk around the table for a second. Don't freak out. I'll be right back. I mean, freak out if you want, but I'll be right back. So it would be, my estimation, a waste of time. I'm looking for my smokes. There we go. That was easy. See? Yeah, so pre-recorded video on Jesse Gender for Friday, and then we can discuss it for Saturday. Is that the kind of something that sounds good to people? Maybe I cannot read that from over there. I'm sorry.
I can't read from over here.
Rad Dad, time to freak out. Go! Mary says, I'm gonna go pee. Be right back. This is the first time I got hungry enough to eat in the middle of the day like this all week. Congrats! Oh, I feel that. So happy for you. You must feel relaxed, right? Yeah. I'm happy for you, girl. Enjoy your lunch. Aww. Jessie Jenner next week sounds good. Ella said we help her relax.
Yay!
That's awesome. And you're finished folding. Well, that would relax you right there. Oh my god. Like, oh, I finally got all this stuff folded. Oh my god. Oh. Just kick him back. Yes, ma'am.
Did you tell them about our recent drama?
No, God. The thing with the visitor? God,
Yeah.
no, I didn't. Will you do a live or a pre-record? See, I was thinking a recorded one to kind of direct the, kind of make the points I really want to, address. And then we can do a discussion the next day, here at the live chat. What do you think? What were we saying?
I didn't know if you wanted to go into that.
I'm sorry, into which?
The visitor?
Oh, no, not really. Okay. I generally keep that kind of stuff out of, know, because it can be a fine line, and this is not the Sarah complaint now.
Okay.
Good deal. Okay, cool. Yeah. So we can, put together you can help me figure out what what parts of the video I should address, because I'm not just gonna, whole hog address an entire 2-hour long video. Because mine would be 4 hours long, and nobody wants to watch that.
I would watch that.
Okay, no one sane wants to watch that. Never mind, that's not a good criterion either. What I mean is, I don't want to make that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Like I said, we can sit down and watch it sometime, and
yeah,
take some
1.5 speed. It sounded like you were getting a pretty good grip on what he was saying already. Also, I noticed he's got something from not too long ago about Kelly J. Keane. So, Parker Posey. Sorry, Posey Parker. Posey Parker, the blonde one. Oh my God, there's two people who could not be more different. What?
So there's a Posey Parker and Parker Posey?
Yes!
Oh,
yes, they're two completely...
God.
One of them, Parker Posey, is an actress. This little brunette thing. Okay? Who I have enjoyed some of her films. But she's not Posey Parker at all. They're completely different people entirely. And she's American. And, like, not,
Okay.
I just remember, I don't know, the names make me laugh so hard, because one of them, I know that, Posey Parker's not her real name. But that sounds like a woman's name. Posey is a, and then Parker is a last name. And it makes so much more sense than flip them I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud now.
Okay.
Because I'm very tired. And names are interesting to me, but I gather most people are not as interested in that sort of stuff. Okay. We got like 5 minutes. Because I'm going to call it 1. I got stuff to do, and oh my gosh. So hungry. I don't know if you can hear my stomach from there, but I fear you might.
What, you want to make you a sandwich?
Oh, I wasn't implying that. I don't eat on camera. Anyway.
It ends in 5 minutes, so it's going to take me at least 10 minutes to make that proper sandwich.
Eat lunch before you shop. Oh, absolutely. Don't go to the grocery store on an empty stomach. Oh, I've made that mistake so many times.
Oh my God,
no. Sure, baby. This grilled turkey and cheese will be great.
Oh, now I gotta cook it. Oh.
know what the point of having cheese on a sandwich is if it's not melted. Only spoiled, if you will.
Look at elitist.
Very exclusionary, yeah. Of non-melted cheese on the sandwich. Oh, so we didn't get to play with the fire pit today, but that's alright. It's not going anywhere. Maybe we'll do that next week. I think I've done it every day. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to pull myself together, y'all. I got all this editing to do. Oh, and my friend, the web developer, who, is talking about getting beta readers, helping me get beta readers together for the book. And he's like, yeah, I'll call up my friends' wives. And I'm like, no, God, no, please don't do that. It is not ready for prime time. No. This is, still the first draft, okay? Like, no, I need to go through that and before people actually, before I actually disseminate it to people I don't know. You know what I mean? And, talking about getting a book club together to, like, do video discussions, which I thought was hilarious because there's actually a book club in the story. And so that's fucking perfect. And we might do, a different YouTube channel specifically for that. And it would be sort of the book channel, which would be nice. And I wouldn't be the only one involved either, which would be nice. But so, we're probably just going to title it the name of the book club in the story. Which just tickles me to death. Because, spoiler alert, the book club is the witches. That's them. It's a cover story, They don't actually get together and talk about Austin, because who gives a shit? So I just think that that's hysterical. And I thought that was a good idea. A great idea. And, but then I gotta go and actually get these edits done. So we can actually move forward with the project. Oh, God. I don't want to dive back into that right now. I finished it, and now I get to go start over again. Yay. That's exactly what I want to do right now. No, it's not. Oh, God. Wish me luck, ladies. Wish me luck. But yeah. Oh no, Mary's back and I'm about to go. Actually, you know what? I'm going to say that again because I'd like your 2 cents on it. Because I was talking to my friend, the web developer, the other day. And thank you. How much of that did you catch? Because we're talking about doing a separate sort of a book channel where, we're going to get some women together and do like book club type discussions about the book, and we can just call we have it with like its own channel, so that'll be sort of the book channel, and we're going to title it the name of the book club that's in the story. Who are the witches? So that I thought was very funny. You would love a book club, and I don't know if I don't know exactly how we're going to set it up. I think it's going to probably be me and a small group of other women, like, in a room together. Like, for my book specifically, at first, at least. I don't know. That was the idea, was to sort of get some people together and do, some discussions of it and stuff, because to start a discussion, I don't know. Mainly, it was the idea I liked of the channel, and, Wait to ask me a question I can't answer. Yeah, we can do like a reading of a chapter at a time. I see. I would love that. I would feel so embarrassed though. Leading a book club of a book you wrote is like conducting a symphony you composed. Only awkward, right? The symphonies are supposed to be conducted. Books are supposed to be read by yourself. I don't know. Oh my gosh, there I go again. Because, like, why do I have to do everything, Like, I'm a writer. Why I gotta be the presenter as well? Like, I don't know. Oh, it just kills me, though. Because if anything goes well, I'm gonna end up on camera more often. Which... it's hard when the thing you want involves something you really kind of don't. Still need to read chapter 3. Oh. Haven't finished chapter 1. Oh my goodness. You guys. You guys, there's 2 more books. You know, there's 2 more whole books in the series, right? This is gonna take a while. Girl, go listen to the videos. That'll get you at least up to chapter 7. As I stopped making them. Well, mainly because he told me to. No, that was the reason I actually did it. I pulled the trigger on it, if you will. I mainly did it because, I don't know, I was tired of reading them to the camera because, again, it's like a little excruciating. I don't know. It's so close to my heart, you know. I don't like the way you read it too quick. Yeah, fair enough. It's like I know it or something. Jesus, my dumbass wrote that first one out by longhand 3 fucking times. In the iterations of the editing and the writing of it. I wrote that bitch out longhand 3 times because I am insane. I did not do books 2 and 3 that way. No. Because that took 8 fucking months. But yeah, I think I might have book 1 partially memorized because I wrote it out longhand 3 times. You know, I used to read children's books out loud to the kids. I have a high standard of reading aloud. Yeah, no, and the shit thing is, like, my dad has a background in theater, and so do I. Like, I have also I could have done better. I know. I was not my A game. It wasn't. You're absolutely right, and I make no arguments there. It wasn't. But I don't know that I can do my A game with this material. You know? I just don't know that I can divest myself from it enough to reinterpret it enough for you, my audience, to give it the proper treatment. Yeah, exactly. Too close to my heart. So, frankly, if I were going to have it made into an audiobook, I would hire someone to do that. You know, an actor who is good at, who talks for a fucking living. I write. You know, there's a difference. They're very closely related, obviously, but they are different skills. Oh, you'll do it? Oh, that would be cool. That's right, you just said you used to read to children and whatever. That'd be fun. And then you definitely have read it. Oh my gosh. I know it's a big, like, I feel like it's a big ask, you know? But I have a hard time with some words. Who doesn't? Like I say, I've tried to make the verbiage in the story the kind of thing one might expect. And, and I use the metaphor of prose as a window, right? And through this window, you expect to see Victorian England. Like, okay, fine. So I use verbiage that one might, and like syntax and like, I mostly use syntax and grammar that one might expect. And I just straight up replaced some of the words with modern words. I just did. And some archaic sayings and stuff that nobody uses anymore that to a modern ear sound weird and don't quite make sense, just some kooky stuff. I just did away with them. I just replaced them. Or didn't use a turn of phrase there, I just didn't use a metaphor and just had the characters straightforwardly say what they meant. What a concept. I worked to make it approachable. And I think I've succeeded because my friend, the web developer, is a 45-year-old white dude from Georgia. He is not my target. He's a conservative dude, too. He is not my target audience. And even he kind of can't help but get it. Based on the discussions we've had, he's read a few chapters, too. And, like, even he can't help but, like, kind of catch the vibe. So I'm like, yes, this is what I wanted. Is it for everybody? Nah. Is it approachable to everybody if they want it to be for them? Shit, yes, that's the idea. I'm not up here trying to teach everybody Victorian slang. That's not what this is about at all. Good grief. No. I've said before, I'm waiting for some word nerd to come along and say, that's anachronistic. No. Yes. But did you understand it? Did you need a dictionary to finish the chapter? No? Then that doesn't want it. That's it. You should be able to read the damn thing without having to stop and put it down and pick up a dictionary or whatever to look shit up. You should be able to read the book. It's fiction. You should be able to finish it without having to look shit up. Yeah, I hate needing to use a dictionary to read a book. I mean, it depends on the kind of book. But not a story, not a fictional story. Those things are supposed to be self-contained. That's what world building is for, right? Looking at you, Joanne Russ, the female man. See, in academics, I can't forgive them more. It would be nice if they could make their writing more approachable, though, wouldn't it? You know, you deal with these big ideas with big words that, you know, keep ordinary people from these big ideas, which is more than a little elitist and kind of cruel, really. Lesbian feminist sci-fi novel, which sounds awesome, but so it is fiction. That's terrible. Yeah, no. Man, there is no quicker way to break the immersion of your reader than to make them put the book down. Why would you want to do that? What the no. You're trying to avoid that. There's all these strategies for like how to build chapters, how to end a chapter, how to, you know, this and that and the other, pacing, dialogue, blah blah blah. There's all these tricks to keep your readers turning pages, to keep them invested. So why then would you turn around and use a word that you know no one is probably gonna know? And shoot yourself in the foot. No. And I say this, I mean, man, did the Victorians have some weird slang? A lot of it would have been really interesting to use, and context clues and all that, but fuck that. Fuck that. I do not want the thing people remember after having read this book to be the funny words they learned while reading it. No. No, it's one of those things where I tried to make it so that the characters feel like they might be people you know. So they have to speak in a reasonably normal way and reasonably natural way. Which I discovered is we use a whole lot more like electric metaphors and like there are a lot of modern metaphors in my speech, personally, I know, that simply wouldn't have existed before, say, the advent of electricity, for example. Yeah. So yeah, as a writer, I do feel pretty passionate about the verb, and the wording not getting in the way of what you're trying to do. It should serve you. It should not get in the way. That's terrible. That's a shame, is what that is. And it's almost 10 after. I got to babbling about my book. So wish me luck with those edits. I guess I get to dive into that this week. And the kids get out of school this week too, so it's going to be a fun week, but I guess I'm going to have help putting the Jesse Gender video together. Thank goodness. Thank you for being around, and thank everybody else for hanging with me today. And the kids at home. Yeah. I'm looking forward to the video too, I'm looking forward to all of the parts that happen after the watching of the video that I'm responding to. The actual responding part. School lets out early over there. Yes, it does. Summer vacation starts the end of June? Oh my God, do y'all do year-round or something? Yeah, I don't think the kids here are done. Good luck. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. So far so good, right? I would knock on some wood, but I can't. You know what I'm saying. Y'all have a good week and a good weekend. And, yeah. I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging with me and having a chat. And, see you later. Bye.